Sometimes we may be told we've changed. We're no longer who we once used to be. That we are no longer who they once saw us as. And I mean this when we are becoming. When we are becoming the version of ourselves that we truly want to be. You know, becoming happy in the process. Becoming fulfilled and discovering ourselves. Finding the purpose in the journey. And reaping the rewards of our own actions. And, you know, sometimes we may be told you've changed, which should happen as a result of you wanting to become more. You know, you can no longer carry the same baggage that you once used to have. You can no longer be that same person in a new environment, in a new circumstance, in a new mindset. You can't be that same person you once were. In a sense, you leave your old self behind for a new one. Every day we are constantly changing, and there's nothing wrong with the change. In fact, I believe we should embrace it. We should embrace the change, because that's where the most growth happens, you know, in change and sometimes in pain. You know, it could hurt changing because we're uncomfortable. We may put ourselves in circumstances where we could get hurt. We're vulnerable, we're open to being hurt. That's entirely possible, but that's also the place where we can grow the most. And it may hurt seeing people who you once cared about. You no longer relate to them. You no longer relate to the same old things that you used to find entertaining. As for me, it was video games, shows. Now I still play video games on occasions, but it's no longer a main part of my life. It's a once in occasion kind of thing when I'm with family or friends. But now it gets replaced. It gets replaced for something that means more to me than games. And you know, nothing is wrong with games, but it was just a version of myself I wanted to be. It was who I envisioned myself to be, because if I was to say games are bad, it's like, no, because you see people who can be making a living off of games. Some people who truly feel fascinated by the video games and the way that all these things can be told, the stories to be shown, and the creativity and the artwork and all this. So there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just, who do you want to become? And who do you envision yourself as? And what will you do to achieve it? You know? And sure, you know, some people may not be there. Some people may not be able to continue to be in your life, as it's always happened. As you've seen yourself grow up, you may not always had the same friends. You may not have kept the same friends, but there are some who have stuck around, and honor them and cherish them, because, you know, they'll stick it out with you through thick and thin. And that's not to say you can't meet anyone new who will do the same. It's entirely possible. But at some point it comes to a point where it's like, I can't do the same things I once used to. You know, your fun is no longer the same fun as it once was. As there could have been a version of me that just enjoyed indulging in things that mean nothing to me now. You know, whether it's drinking, whether it's smoking, whether it's being addicted to social media. And I'm saying this as an overindulgence. You know, I can't separate myself from it. That is not the fun I want. And even so, it's not the fun I need, not the fun I want, not the fun I desire. What I desire is the simple things in life. You know, the things where I have to show myself that I have to work hard in order to achieve it. Being soccer, reading, and the guitar, you know, that is my fun. It's fun when I'm able to start to learn a new song. It's fun when I see myself improving in soccer. It's fun being able to grasp a new concept or understand something from a book. And those are the main three right now. And I couldn't imagine just seeing myself doing those back then, because I didn't have a vision for myself. I'll be completely honest, I didn't have a vision for myself, because I was just going day in, day out, and I felt like I had no time in order to contemplate it. But that was because I was so distracted by those same things I was talking about earlier. For me, it was video games and shows, where I never allowed myself to have time to sit with myself and truly ask, is this what you want for yourself? Is this what you want? And if I change, it's on me. That's what it came down to. If I change, it's on me. It's my fault. That's who I should put the blame on. But then at the same time, I feel as if there's this idea where, you sort of feel bad. You can feel bad if you don't have the kind of right mindset, or you don't accept it the right way. And by the right way, I mean just accept it just as it is. Because I feel like there can be an attachment to, it's my fault, my own life. Every action I've had is my fault. And that can seem just harsh, knowing if you feel as if you're behind, quote unquote behind, as I don't believe there's a certain measurement for that. Of course, I guess you can say financial, but it's like, you'll have your time. If you truly want it, you'll have your time, and you stay dedicated and true to it, you'll have your time. But then it's like every single mistake was my fault. It's all my fault. And that can be hard hitting on some people, some more than others. And I accepted the fact it's my fault, it's my life, it's in my control, and of course I'm not saying for things that are out of your control, whether it be other people, whether it be, just results, and mainly results aren't in your hand. Results are kind of free and out there. And you can want a certain result, but it's like, you shouldn't place your value on it. You shouldn't place your self-worth on being that or achieving that, because if you place your worth or your value on, if I get this, I'm gonna be happy, or if I get this, I'm gonna be successful, and you don't achieve it, you beat yourself down because you didn't achieve it. You feel like a failure, and quite literally, no. You aren't supposed to get it right on the first try. It is rare if you get it right on the first try. You make so many mistakes, so many errors until you get it right. But who knows when that right is, or who knows when that success is, or who knows when, it all works out. We never know. We just put ourselves out there true of heart, just a sort of purity in that sense, with a sort of conviction that I'm gonna keep doing it, I'm gonna keep going, and I'm gonna keep evolving and keep going and changing. And even so, in terms of relationships and with people, you change, and you sort of realize, like, I don't enjoy the same things you guys do anymore. I can't be here for too long. It's just because in the back of my mind, I know I could be doing something different. I could be, doing what I truly want to do. But then there's also times if I've been working hard, if I've been going at it 110% every day for a good amount of time, I'll allow myself to go out and just have fun and just put that stuff to the side. Put, my goals and all that on hold for a moment. Just let me enjoy right now. Let me enjoy what I'm doing right now. And for some people, they may not be able to experience that. And I understand. I completely understand. You have to be locked in right now for as long as you need. I understand that. Because sometimes there's different priorities. Some people have different priorities or different urgencies to things. So do it with do whatever feels right to you. And I'm just speaking what's right to me, you know. And I guess I'm gonna just do what's right to me, and I'm gonna stand on that. I'm gonna stand on what feels right to me and what is right to me and what I want to do. And you kind of have to build yourself up, you know, and be, in a sense, in touch with yourself to figure out what is it that I want. Peel the layers back, pull the curtains back, and ask yourself. Create some free time to do that. Create an open environment for yourself in order to do that. For me, it's, I would always just sit. Even as a kid, I actually no. As a kid, I was always outside. I was always just talking, communicating. But I'd say more towards my teenage years, late teenage years, I had more free time to myself. But I didn't have the vision. I didn't have the vision right. So sure, I had this abundance of time, but I was mismanaging that time. I was mismanaging myself, essentially, and that's my fault. I accept that. I accept it, and now I am, in a sense, living the consequences of that. But at the same time, you know, it all builds up. We all build up momentum. We'll all build up strength and courage and continue to prosper and continue to grow. As I feel now more than ever, I feel that sort of momentum gaining. And it's a weird feeling, you know, that same, it's like you can feel yourself just not like the same things no more, or just be kind of disinterested in it. That's how it felt for me, truly. I was just doing things, and it's like, this doesn't hit no more. Like, by hit, I mean, it doesn't feel the same. It's like, this just, it's whatever. It's whatever. Like, it doesn't mean much to me no more. But, you know, sometimes people don't want you to change. They want you to stay with them for whatever reason. You know, off the top of my head, I can think of either envy or the feeling of them missing you. And let me start with envy, because a lot of people can be jealous that you're trying to do more. Like, why are you trying to be better? You're not better than anyone else. Like they can call you names, they can say whatever. And it may hurt if you don't trust yourself or if you value their opinion. And a lot of times it can be from people you care about. And even so, diving deeper into that, it's like, they can say, why are you doing that? But it can have two different meanings. It can be out of care and compassion, in a sense, from what they know, or it can be from envy. And the care and compassion is like, why are you doing that? That's unsafe. The keyword is, it's not safe, it's unpredictable, it's unreasonable in a sense, because they don't have any experience with it. They don't know that what comes with it. They want you to be safe, essentially. So they pick a route for you that they think is safe, and you know, it's not really the best option for you. But it comes out of a place of compassion, comes out of a place for care. They just want the best for you, and what their own mind is the best. And that may not correlate to what is best for yourself, what you think for yourself, what they think for you. And that's that little segment. But I guess out of envy, it's like, why are you doing that? They're judging you. You're not better than us. Why are you trying to be different? You're weird. You're odd. And you can obviously tell when it's hating. You can obviously tell. And you have to ask yourself, do I need that around me? Nah, I don't. Like, why would you keep someone around you like that? That is negative, that is trying to tear you down in order to get you to that same level. In order to be on the same level as you, they have to tear you down, just so they see themselves as equal. or superior, when in reality that in itself shows that they feel inferior, but they aren't. They're human. They're just as human as you, but it's their own idea or belief, just because you want to become better, that they have to knock you down or tear you down. And it's like, no. In reality, I'm staying in my lane, you can do what you need to do, and we can help each other if need be. But it doesn't always work out like that. Sometimes you just gotta separate yourself. You can't. I feel as if that energy is infectious. By energy, I mean feelings like that. That feeling they carry with them, it's infectious, and I don't want to be around it. They're constantly talking bad about people. I don't want to be near that. I don't. Why would I want to be near that when I myself am wanting better? Why would I want that? That makes no sense. And if anything, someone else's success doesn't stop your own success. So why hate? Just do what you got to do and respect someone who's putting themselves out there. Because you don't see Pepsi stop Coca-Cola from growing, or Disney stopping whatever from, different things can mutually coexist and grow. So it's like, why are you trying to stop that? Why are you trying to hate? No, I don't need that in my life. I'm good. And I remember I kind of branched that off from something beforehand, but I don't quite remember what it was, because I went from a branch to a branch and then whatever. And essentially it's like, why be different? Then at the same time you have to ask, why be the same? We are all unique. We are all pieces of a puzzle in this grand scheme of life. We all play a unique role, and it's up to us to figure out what it is and how to express it, as I believe we are all capable of something. We're all capable of expressing ourselves in a unique sense or fashion. It may be similar to others, but you are your own unique individual with your own experiences and lifestyle and thoughts that should be taken into account. Because let's say, for example, you want to take care of people. There's so many ways to take care of people. Whether it's being a doctor, a lawyer, what's that thing called? Where they just philanthropy. That's what it is. A philanthropist. A charity organizer. And there's so many different ways to express it. Or you like being creative. There's so many different creative routes. Artists, whether it's musically or painting, sculpture, arts and craft. There's so many different ideas. You like being a hands-on kind of person. You can become a welder, a mechanic, a electrician, whatever. There's so many different routes where we can express our motivation or what drives us in a sense. But it's just finding what is special to us. And now I'm really trying to remember what it was that I was trying to branch off from, because as I was making the statement of being, the two conflictions of why are you trying to change, coming from two different places. There was something beforehand that came from that, but I can't quite remember. But essentially, why should it matter? Why should it matter that you want to change? Because in a sense, you matter. Your life is important. And whether you believe me or not, it's true. It's true. We're all here for a reason. We are all here for a purpose. It's just up to us to play our part and figure out our own role and express it, whether it's in different areas, different ways, and all of it. But even so, I guess bringing it back over to, if I change, it's my fault. It's all on me. If I change, it's on me. Even just on an attitude level, what is the attitude you want to have? What is the way you want to carry yourself? Do you want to be confident? Do you want to be charismatic? Do you want to be charming? Do you want to be intelligent? Do you want to be thoughtful? Do you want to be compassionate, caring? There's so many traits that you can just figure out, and you can really just grow into. You can really just grow into it as you just do the actions that are associated with it. And over time, it's just a natural response, a natural thing. And of course, they all come with mindsets. How would this kind of person move, or how would this kind of person act? And an obvious one being like courageous, or having courage. You see two people, and they both want to work out, I guess you can say. They both want to work out, right? No, let's take out working out. They both want to do something, and that something can be anything, because I don't want to make it so narrow where it's like you can only apply it to that one specific area. They both set their eyes on something, on an objective, on something that is outside of themselves, that wouldn't make them feel uncomfortable. Okay, one person does it, and one person doesn't do it. One person does it, one person doesn't do it. Who's the courageous one? The one that does it. You can't tell how they felt. You can't tell what was running through their mind. You can only tell a characteristic by them from their own action. So, I guess how would that translate into how do you become, or who do you want to become? If you want to become caring, just do things for others with no care, no sense of I scratch your back, you scratch mine. No attachments. You just do it for the sake of doing it. And just over time, I feel as if we built this sort of self where it becomes natural, just like the driving thing. You drive, and everything just becomes so natural to you. And you just are that. But, we change. People may seem further and further away from us. And they may realize that. They may say, you've changed so much. They can be proud of you. They can be saying, I'm so proud that you put yourself in a positive space. I'm so proud of how far you've come. I'm so proud of who you are becoming. I'm so proud of you. And I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for what you're becoming, for wanting to become better, wanting more for yourself. And I'm proud of you for that. Truly proud of you. And it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of strength to want to become more. Negativity aside, what people say aside, and just do it. Keep your focus on it and truly go for it. And that is a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing. But I just want to leave it off there, honestly. I feel like there is a good amount on my mind, and I forgot a good amount too that I just wanted to go into. As I was saying earlier, there's a whole overarching thing that I wanted to connect it back to, but I can't remember. I cannot remember. But with that being said, love you forever and always. See ya.